this live again because it's the ghetto. This is Ghetto Monday. Ghetto Monday. But I have a lot going on. Like, I was trying to block the light in the back because it just looks weird. I cleared off the front camera and everything, but it ain't working for me. It is not working for me. And yeah, it's a lot going on, but it's okay. We're gonna get through it. We are gonna get through it. Um, so you already know, well, some of you may not know, but I started looking up some Reddit stories, right? I started looking up some Reddit stories because I was just intrigued at how interesting that Reddit is, and people reach out for advice. Not saying I'm a pro at giving advice, but I got some type of common sense, so I'm gonna just have to use that common sense. But I found a couple of juicy stories that I'm gonna read. I'm only gonna read one today, and then I should find enough for the rest of the week, because what I'm trying to do is be more consistent. I have expressed this in several of my videos, but let's get into it. So this is a Reddit story that was posted last week. So it wasn't too long ago. But the title of this is, Am I a Loser in Life? 35-year-old mom with no job in years. So I'm gonna get this reading started. Okay, so it's a little long, but bear with me. I am very depressed thinking about how I have not got anywhere in life besides being a mother. My daughter will be 15 this month, and my son will be 7 next month. I have an associate's degree in child development and realized quickly I did not want to work at a daycare. The pay is low and no insurance. I do feel like I completely wasted my time getting that degree. I decided to go back to school for social work and was on the path to finishing before I run out. Hello, Fortnite gamer. Ooh, this so ghetto, y'all. Sorry. I told y'all we was having technical difficulties. I am not gonna listen. We just gonna have to manage it right now. We just gonna have to manage it. Things is a little hectic. This is hectic, but I'm not gonna stop. Not this had y'all fall down. But let me get back to my Reddit story. Okay. So I am not gonna restart this live. Okay, we just gonna keep it moving because it's real hectic today. Monday is already ghetto to me. I don't care for Mondays, but I am grateful for waking up. And we just gonna have to get through it. And anyways, people like authentic people anyways online. So this is just me being authentic. But and I'm holding it this way because I have my work clothes on, and I'm hoping that it don't show where I work. So I'm trying to angle it a certain way. But let's see. Where did I stop, y'all? I'm gonna restart this. It's okay. It's okay. Mondays is just Mondaying. Okay, so the title of this is, Am I a Loser in Life? 35-year-old mom with no job in years. This is a Reddit story, if you're just tuning in. I am very depressed thinking about how I have not got anywhere in life. Hi, Camilla. How are you doing? Hey. I am very depressed thinking about how I have not got anywhere in life besides being a mother. My daughter will be 15 this month, and my son, you changed your name? Okay, Pink Dude. So from Fortnite to Pink Dude. More power to you. I'm here for it. See, y'all distracting me. My daughter will be 15 this month, and my son will be 7 next month. I have an associate's degree in child development and realized quickly I did not want to work at a daycare. The pay is too low and no insurance. I do feel like Pink Dude must be Diddy. See, Miguel, why you... Miguel, don't come in here with that nonsense. And thank you. I'm very proud of it. I appreciate it. Thank you. I seen the comment. Baby, I'm confident. Yeah, message retracted. Listen, let me tell you something about me. Let me give you a little intro. The story didn't stop. Me, I don't care for trolls. You know how people will get on here, and it's no judgment, and they'll feel self-conscious about their features and about how they look. I don't give a damn, because at the end of the day, I like how I look. So I don't know if you were trying to be uh kind of funny with that comment, but one thing about it, and two things for sure, I'm glad that I have confidence in myself. So I love my features. I love my beautiful brown dark skin. I love all of it. Natural hair. I love this is a wig, but no, it's a compliment. Okay, thank you. I didn't mean to come at you any certain way, but I have to make that very clear, because people try to be funny on the internet. So it's nothing against you. It's just a general statement. So let me get back to this Reddit story. But thank you very much. I'm Haitian, so I got them African Haitian features, and I love it. Okay, so where was I? Right there. Okay. Let me get back to this, because I only have about 20 something minutes left on my break. So, let's see. They said they have an associate's degree in child development. Hello. In child development, and realized quickly I did not want to work at a daycare. The pay is too low and no insurance. I do feel like I completely wasted my time getting that degree. I decided to go back to school for social work and was on the path to finishing before I run out of the Pell Grants and student loans. I did not know a limit is on student loans. I still have 3 semesters to finish my BA in social work. I have a boyfriend of 6 years, and he gave my children and I a nice home. He only makes $60,000 a year, but our mortgage is only $650 a month for a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Alabama. I honestly have not married him because my kids will no longer qualify for Medicaid, and we are already tight with only him working. I know you are thinking just get a job, and you will probably consider this as an excuse, but I have not gotten a job because I can't find one. I will need a job with most of the hours available while my kids are at school. Both my kids play sports too. I also have degenerative disc in my back, and if I stand for long periods, I have trouble walking and sitting down. So Walmart or any retail job that will have me standing for too long will hurt my back. We live in an area in Alabama with not a lot of jobs available as it is. I guess I'm asking for advice. Do I pray for an office job with health insurance to come available for me? Should I take out private loans to finish the 3 semesters I have left to get my BA? I plan to start subbing at my kids' school in the fall of 2025, so I will at least be working somewhere and I can be around people and not be as depressed. I put too much time and money and working towards a degree in social. I gotta flip this, y'all. I told you it was a little long. And I'm trying to keep this logo off, so that's why I have this like that. But if I, hold on. So I put too much time and money in working towards a degree in social work. But if I could go back, I would have majored in elementary or secondary education, so my kids' schedules will be with mine. I don't need to change my major anymore because I can't afford to. But I'm thinking if I go back and finish, I can be a school social worker. Hold on, I got this pillow behind me so I can block the logo. Sorry, y'all. I know you like this live is all over the place, but it's okay. Because she can't afford to change her major. But I'm thinking if I go back and finish, I can be a school social worker. I just don't know where to start to get out of the situation. I want my kids to be proud of me, and I want to bring money in too. My family talks about me behind my back for not working. And I hate that they think the way they do about me. I can take constructive criticism, so don't be afraid to hurt my feelings. So this was a little long. Oh, you definitely you a troll. KN Crazy. Well, your name is KN Crazy. I don't know why the chicken crossed the road, and I don't think I want to know. So, good day. Okay, so the topic was, or the title was, am I a loser in life? 35 years old mom with no job in years. First of all, and this is, I don't think I'll give the username on these Reddit series. So I'm I look at the most interesting Reddit stories online, and then I just try to put my, my little 2 cents on it. So that was the title. Number one, don't ever, regardless of what situation you're in, and I had to learn this because everybody goes through their ups and downs, right? Everybody, well, currently right now, a lot of people are going through it. People, money ain't moneying. Things are looking, they're not looking the best. But regardless, and this is my belief, other people may have a different outlook on this. Regardless of your situation, don't ever classify yourself as a loser or think of yourself as a loser. You have to work on your self-esteem, and if you continue to put yourself in that mindset of, oh, I'm a loser because my situation right now isn't the best, then what happens if you do get in a better position and then you do hit those obstacles? Are you just going to classify yourself as a loser all over again just because you're not in the best place in your life? Things do happen. So regardless of the situation, it's hard, it's challenging, but you got to change your mindset. And I know how that feels, especially like back in the day. Like I know exactly what it felt like to not be in the best place in your life, and you're like, oh my gosh, everybody is doing much better than me. You're not comparing yourself in a sense. You're just like, oh my gosh, when is my time gonna get here? Even if you are celebrating other people, you're just like, dang, when is gonna be my turn? Which is normal, but I don't think nobody should feel that way. So this person already expressed that they're depressed, and right now they're a mom. They have 2 kids, an associate's degree, and they're trying to figure it out. The first thing I would recommend is looking at, well, right now they do have Pell Grants and they're on student loans, but I don't believe in taking out additional loans, because loans, oh, you're not a troll, you just want people to smile and laugh. Well, thank you, KN Crazy. I hope I'm saying, is it Ken? Yeah, it's KN Crazy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But I'm looking at the time right now. But I definitely don't recommend loans. Loans loans are something else. It could be a blessing and somewhat not so much a blessing, because paying it back is a headache. And the reason I know this is because your girl got a lot of loans. Have a lot of loans. And, not a lot of people get the opportunity to go to school based on maybe where they're living. It's so much that could be stacked up against somebody to where maybe school might not be the best option for them, or they don't have maybe a lot of access as far as getting information on how to enroll. It's just so many things when it comes to schooling, and it's expensive. It's also expensive. You can get into some crazy debt when you go to school, but on the other hand, it does offer you, it's a possibility, it can offer you an opportunity to get a higher paying job, right? But right now, it seems like this person they don't know which way to go. The good thing is that they do have somebody in their life that they mentioned, their boyfriend, who they've been with for a while. and does make a decent income, and I feel that's decent for most people because the boyfriend is making 60,000, and the mortgage is not bad at all. When's the last time you heard of a mortgage being $650? And it's 3 bedrooms, but it's also located in Alabama, so definitely moving might not be an option because this mom right here is trying to figure it out, and with moving, it's expensive. So you already know that's not an option. And everyone in their life is like, hey, why aren't you getting a job? But going to school and working is something I don't recommend unless it's some type of work opportunity on campus. Whenever you have a full load, a full class load, or even in school in general, even part-time, when you're a student enrolled in college, your priority should be only those classes and passing them. But the problem is, it's become the American norm to work full time and possibly be a student full time. But then again, you're at risk of not passing your classes. And I would know, I'm saying this based on experience. Even if some people may have not experienced that, everyone has different ways that they got through school. But I just know, as far as for me and for people that I knew as well, working a full-time job and going to school just wasn't it. Um so both this person's kids play sports, and also they have back problems that hinder them from walking and sitting down well, or getting the job done. Okay, so this stuck out to me, and also this is my first time reading this. I just went by topic, so if you're probably like, girl, why you don't have it all together as far as what you want to say, that's why. But I think I might just read these before I come on here so I can have a more clear answer, or how I would go about it if I could place myself in that person's situation. So Alabama, from what I know, it's not the best when it comes to job availability. So, and they mention, while we live in an area in Alabama with not a lot of jobs available as it is, I guess I'm asking for advice. Do I pray for an office job with health insurance to come available for me, or should I take out private loans to finish the 3 semesters I have left to get my BA? But they also plan on subbing, which will bring some income, but it's not a lot. Subbing doesn't bring you a lot of money as well. So this is my recommendations based on my advice, or what I would do if I was in this situation. First off, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have done the subbing, because you can actually pick up like availability, like, because I did subbing as well when I was in school. But you can basically make your own schedule, see what's available, talk to whoever it is that's over that, and pick up shifts. Another thing, I know this mom is kind of in a rush to finish up the remaining classes to get the degree. But if there are, I would see what scholarships are out there. Scholarships, any additional grants, because she's a mom. There are mom grants right now. Now, I don't know how long things might be available, seeing the climate right now, but there are businesses that still do offer Pell Grants and scholarships, and you just have to see if you meet those requirements. But I would research and see what scholarships, Pell Grants, any type of assistance I could get. And if I had to break those classes, break them, like separate them, not take them all at once, I would do that. Sometimes we are in a position of where we're thinking, okay, I have to get everything done at once, and you don't have to. You just put yourself in that mindset because you're thinking like that's the best option. You got things to do, you got things to pay for, so you got to do it all at once. I would see what funding is out there. I wouldn't even consider loans, because that's adding to the debt. And then I would, if there was nothing available, honestly, I would try to just save up for those classes and come up with a deadline for myself to see when I would be able to have all the funding for those classes and just pay for them out of pocket. If there was no scholarships or no Pell Grants or anything like that. And if that delayed the process, then it would delay the process. But I just don't like loans. They are a pain to pay back. They're a pain to have. And a lot of people have said in the past, if they could return a degree, they would. And I know I was one of those people. And so this person also mentioned, I want my kids to be proud of me and I want to bring money into. Okay. And then stated, my family talks about me behind my back for not working. People gonna talk. They're not in your shoes. Even though they're your family, they don't know how it feels to be you. They don't know what all it takes to take care of your kids and household and all of that. Don't be worrying about that. That shouldn't be on your mind. People gonna talk regardless. You could do good, you could do bad, it don't matter. They gonna find something to talk about. So your best bet is to not give a damn. That is my motto. Don't give a damn about what people have to say. If it's not some type of loving, constructive criticism or, a way to improve, let me not say criticism, constructive feedback, then who cares? Who cares? Nobody, who cares? Now, social work. Whew. Let me get my thoughts on this when it comes to school. And hopefully anybody who runs across this very chaotic live that I am not going to take down, because this is me being authentic. Okay. When it comes to school, be sure that you select a major that you know is going to guarantee you income, job placement, and everything. What I learned was that the best major to have gone or worked towards would have been one that you can get a license from it. And some examples I have, it would be nursing. I know nursing people feel, or it may seem oversaturated, but nursing, you'll land something. What else? Physical therapist, occupational therapist, something that you have to sit your behind down for, test, and you have certifications, you have licensing. That guarantees it. I speak about this a lot on my channel, but I have a public health degree. And when I tell you that public health degree made me feel like I had a belt to ass moment every single day. Every single day. I was fighting for my life. Literally fighting for my life. So it's like, but also, and a lot of people might be able to understand where I'm coming from. My parents are from another country, so I'm literally the first one to go to college in the States. My other siblings, they're well educated. They're very well educated, but here I'm the first one, so I had to figure it out. So a lot of people might be able to understand and feel where I'm coming from. So a lot of times you just trying to figure it out. You trying to network, join programs, trying to direct yourself in a sense, because if your parents don't know, then as you get older, you got to figure it out, right? So you just got to do what you have to do. I've always loved health. So it didn't work out to become certain things that I try to go towards. Let me word it the best way I can. But yeah, it's not easy. Social work, from what I've heard, it is, I'm hitting my arm. It is a very hard working field. A very challenging field where the people are underpaid. So they're overworked and they're underpaid. And also, this is from what I've heard. I haven't done actual reading on this. The jobs, it isn't as easy to get as some people would think. Because I would think, okay, with social work, it's a lot of jobs out here, but that's not the case. So Of course, I mentioned, please find anything that could assist you with paying for these remaining classes. Let loans, if you can avoid loans, avoid them and try to utilize any resources out there where you won't have to be paying back. So that's grants, scholarships. Shoot, see what like the school subbing at. See if there is anything that they might offer, or any resources to look into. Your kids, as long as you show up for your kids, they love you. Uh, I know I'm not a parent, but I do have a lot of friends, like I mentioned before, that have their kids, and they just make sure that they are present in their kids' lives. Like, it's not, yes, money is needed, but you being there is more important than anything. You showing up is more important than anything. I think from what I've read, she just she's a mom that wants to offer her kids the best life, and what good parent wouldn't want to do that? But putting herself down is just not the best thing to do. And of course, kids are very expensive. So if you can go ahead, I don't know if you would ever run across this video, pick up as many subbing jobs as you can. Um, Try to set aside some money for those classes that you want to take, right? Try to set some money aside, separate from your other expenses. And there are so many, like, if you put in a word, if you Google mom looking to go to school or mom needs assistance with classes, I've seen grants for mothers, I've seen scholarships for mothers. So start putting in the work and do the research for that. Sorry, y'all know I'm in the garage, so it's a whole lot going on. And if you do want to work, if you feel like you need to work, of course you're a mom, look for, I know it's not as easy, look for remote positions as well, because that might be a little bit easier. Just because you work remotely, that doesn't guarantee that your job is going to be stress free. But look to see if there's remote part-time positions. Go to your local resources like Workforce that assists with resume assistance and job placements. See if there's temp agencies that you can go through to pick up some work. Just look to see what all you could do. So no to the, especially private loans. Girl, bye. My light went out. What is going on? It's Monday. What is going on? The car said it's time to go, girl. I do have to get off. But yeah, so that concludes this Reddit story of the day. I will be sure to read these Reddit stories before I hop on these people YouTube live. And that way I can have like my thoughts a little bit more. I can kind of speak a little bit more clearly on this. But I think I did a job with listing what I could do. Oh, and I didn't even notice that I had printed out some of the comments. Somebody said you could drive a school bus or become a paraprofessional at the elementary school. Some people are giving, because some people with Reddit, they'll give you some advice too. They said, oh, this is another thought. There are apps where you can pick up shifts. Yes. One of the apps is Quick. That's QWICK or Q. It's one of them, Quick. But it's an app you could download and get some, get some work. But listen, I'm going to have to end up on the Quick app if I don't get back to these people jobs. Thank you for tuning in to this chaotic, ghetto, ratchet Monday live. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And although this live was everywhere, it don't matter. Things ain't always going to be perfect. But let me go ahead and get my behind to these people's office so that I can get to work. Otherwise, I'm going to be on the Quick app. See ya.